Bitcoin dump action. If you watched my last video, Bitcoin wasted no time coming down and closing exactly on the line I was talking about being interested in. Volume is healthy, so no reason to doubt whether this is a real move or not, a sustainable, real move. Yes. Before I go any further, would you please like and subscribe to my channel? Would you please like the video and subscribe to my channel? My last video, I literally lost subscribers. Well, I lost one subscriber. My subscriber count went down one. Bitcoin was up here. Bitcoin was up here at 21,700. I talked about this line here at 21,360. And I said, this is the one I was most interested in. This line of support here at 20,370, down to the old all-time high from the 2017, 2018 top, which would be about the middle. If it did it here in the next couple of days, it would be about the middle of the channel. And it just wasted no time. It happened a little faster than I thought, folks. But look at that. Look at that. I just called it. For lack of a better word, I basically called it perfect. It's right there. It came down to 19,000. Get my magnet off. 19,780, 775, 19,775. It has bounced off of that where I was saying if it goes below 19,700, 19,600, if it breaks below there, it could be free fall. That was the subject of my last video. Bitcoin free falls when this happens, and it came down right to that exact spot where I was talking about. The reason why I'm thinking free fall is because this action here, you can see back here, November 7th, November 6th, November 5th, you can see where it just free falled from 21,200, boom, basically to the low, 15,500. Just this is the daily chart. In 3 days, it did that. That's not my main thing. My main thing is this right here. This is probably all coming back out. All this money that came in here. I was reading earlier. I saw a rather unique, not unique, but a fairly rare pattern show up on a 5-minute chart, and I was looking on Googled it, and I got to reading it. As a quick tidbit, I want to share this with you. Now let this sink in. I was talking about the difference between institutional traders and the retail traders. So the professionals versus the public traders. It said, and this is a good way to look at it. This will be eye-opening to you. Retail investors long, institutional investors short, right? That's basically the difference. And it just really struck home because I'd been talking about these super popular YouTube channels. Yeah, they're just all basically getting the public just along and long and long and long and long and long and long, right? And so basically what this is here in this circle is this money, it may have already came out, and the retail likely has probably opened up long positions up here towards the top, right? And now the institutional players, the big players that are responsible for this, right? Now there's retail players out there that are very sharp too, but they've all sold up here and they're probably shorting right now, right? So that's what I was talking about. If it breaks through this support here, it could just be free fall territory, right? See how that's working? Because there was no real resistance coming up. And also I didn't talk about this back here, this dump back here in first week in November. There's really no support there, right? It just kind of went sideways, and there's no resistance going up until it got to there at the 20,300. And that's the line I have drawn in there. It's the bottom wick from this range back here after this big pump. Right, you're seeing some symmetrical action here. This could be kind of a Wyckoff looking distribution. It just stopped there. I don't think it's going to stop. I think it's just going to keep going. But let's zoom in on that. Look at that. It stopped. It literally closed. The daily candle literally closed on that. Look at that. Closed and opened right on it, and has since come down. And I was talking about 19,600, 19,700. If it breaks down below there, it could just be free fall down to 15,000, 16,000. folks, we could be looking at $12,000, $10,000 Bitcoin, maybe lower. I don't want to get ahead of myself, right? But let's go down to the 5-minute chart. I've been tracking these little patterns on the 5-minute chart. This is the one right here where I Googled descending megaphone, this yellow one here with a parallel channel in it. It's bullish, and it did pump up out of it. See, boom, and then but just since then it's just crashed. But I've been tracking these patterns and the descending channel on my daily chart. This dotted line here going down is the middle of that, and it's basically falling through there, and now that's resistance. And we've got this descending triangle here, and so this one here was an ascending triangle, and it's supposedly a bullish pattern, but in a hard downtrend, you can't really trust anything that's bullish, right? It dumped out the bottom of that, and now we've got this bearish descending triangle. So it could get tricky here. This could just be a setup for the pros to go, haha, fake, and Bitcoin pumps back up to 20,300. But with all things considered, this is kind of looking like a red cascading waterfall event, folks. And I wouldn't be surprised. Hopefully I can get this video out soon enough. I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin just kind of basically right now, just right now, bust out the bottom of this channel, right? And this might be, maybe it comes down to 19,600 and bounces off there. But this could be the pattern. And this is 150 to 200. It's about $330 target. 330 from 8 would put it below. Would be about 400. Would be about 19,450. Would be the target down here, give or take. And if that were to happen, that would be my last video, right? That would be breaking down below 19,600. And if that happens, watch out for free fall. Watch out for the free fall, particularly if bad news comes in on top of it. And it can just be old news. It can be news we've already had. But if the media decides to put on their FUD hats, they can do the trick, right? They can really scare a lot of people into selling and panic selling for loss. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to happen. So I've been shorting on the way down. I've taken profit several times and reinvested that profit into short positions. I'm short across the board right now. On the 5-minute chart there, I've been tracking that stuff. We've got a bearish triangle right now, and it could be the one that sends it down. So maybe the bottom of this descending channel here on the daily chart, the bottom of this on this candle is 19,350. Tomorrow it'd be 19,260. And maybe that would be a last-ditch support. But folks, I don't see a lot of support after this channel. Maybe it stays in this channel, right? Maybe it bounces. Maybe it doesn't come down to the bottom. Maybe it just stops. Maybe it comes up, tests the top of the channel, like I said earlier, 20,300, 20,400, and maybe it's just in this channel for the remainder of the month. That could be possible. Or free fall, right? And it comes down here and bounces off like 17,000. What I'm looking at over here is, see this here? This would be a natural looking support at about 17,400. And it's just there's a couple of supports, maybe not 17,800. Fuzz, stop. Okay, it's just for some reason I turned this on. My cat starts meowing. But maybe it comes down there and then bounces off support there, and then maybe this channel could be resistance. There's several different ways this could play out, but none of them have Bitcoin bouncing back up and having some amazing pump, right? This is coming in, crashing to the bear winter, the true, real bear winter, right? Throwing some terrible FUD stories, and but the good news is, folks, is that this is what you're wanting, right? This is you should be buying when it gets down here. I don't know. I'll try to pinpoint it a little bit when it comes down there, but this is a good buy box. $10,000 Bitcoin. Are you kidding me? $10,000 Bitcoin, $12,000 Bitcoin. I'm gonna back the truck up, right, with my available funds. Now, don't do anything stupid, because the thing about this is, what if Bitcoin comes down to 12,000? you just ape in, and then some terrible news comes out, and there's a 50% crash down to 6,000, which is unlikely. But be careful of that. uh, the traditional markets might be in trouble here, and that could do a lot of bad stuff to Bitcoin. But 12 months from now, 6 months from now, it'll start to get sunny. And 12 months from now, we'll be talking about the parabolic pump that's coming, right? That's likely going well over $100,000. And so, it's all gloom and doom. It's all gloom and doom, right? But in about 7 or 8 months, there's going to be the stories in the media are going to be about these countries are using active volcano heat to run massive computers for free to mine Bitcoin, right? It's just going to be just massively bullish, right? That's what's going to be coming, but it's not there, right? It's a bull market. It's a bear market right now. So I'm going to tell you, it's bear. This is a bear market. Don't be a bull in a bear market, and don't be a bear in a bull market. Don't be a bull in a bear market. Did I say that right? Don't be a bull in a bear market. Don't be a bear in a bull market. Institutional traders, short. Retail traders, long. Just keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. I think about all the super popular YouTube channels. They're basically just bullish, 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 right? And if something bad happens, it's always someone else's fault, right? It's like us against them, right? You don't want to battle institutional professional traders, folks, right? I just sunk home, right? I was researching this little thing here, and that was a nice one. It actually had some power, busted way up, right? But that's what led to the massive recent dump. It's like kind of like bait, right? Oh yeah. Retail longs, institutionals, they short. Institutional traders, they short and they long. Retail investors only know how to long. So if you want to advance your game, folks, look into shorting. See how to short. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Let me get some traction on YouTube. I just called this dump basically perfect, and I lost a subscriber. My subscriber count went down. How's that possible?